Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here, hope you're doing well. Welcome to another Train Sim World live stream, the first one on number 6 of this game. So we're going to take a look at one of the new routes that comes with the base Train Sim World 6 package. By now you can pick up any of the new routes that's out at this moment in time separately. And the route we're looking at is set in the northeast of the United States of America, the New Jersey Transit Morristown Line. It's full price, £29.99 or $40 in the United States. The route is 40 miles, has over 20 odd stations. I'm going to make a safe guess and say 22, I think. It comes with 3 trains. One of them is new, and also if you had the Digital Deluxe Edition, you get an additional new locomotive to play with as well. So let's go into the journey mode and see what the route is like. So we're going to actually take the 45 dual power locomotive, which is the locomotive add-on that you can purchase separately, or comes with the Digital Deluxe Edition. I think it's normal loco add-on price if you were to purchase it separately. So I think that's what, $22, I think, something like that. And we're just going to do one full-length run of the route, specifically with this service. So let's fire it up. So the new piece of rolling stock that comes with the Morristown Line as standard is the New Jersey Transit Arrow Free Electric Multiple Unit. Quite a cool old school multiple unit, I have to say. It really adds a bit of variety to the rail scene. Also, the route comes with the New Jersey Transit ALP 46 electric locomotive and the multi-level coaches and cab car. They were previously in the Northeast Corridor, New York to Trenton, and from my understanding, there's not a lot that's changed, which is a bit of a shame. But they were okay, to be honest, in Northeast Corridor, New York, Trenton. I think there was a few bugs that may have been, cleaned up, so that's good. Okay, so this is a local revenue service from Hoboken Terminal in New York to Hagerstown. Sadly, we can only go as far as Dover. So the full Morristown line has not been portrayed, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, really. I would have liked to have seen the full, 56 mile route reproduced in Train Sim World. So yeah, we're only going to get the electrified section, let's say, that goes from Hoboken Terminal to Dover. The rest of the way to Hagerstown from Dover is unelectrified, which, would be really great because you get to run the 45 dual power locomotive in diesel mode for, much longer than what we've currently got. So there we go. It is what it is. Before we go further, my frame rate has taken a bit of an old hit here. We'll turn on the motion blur, see if that helps. I think it's on. Yeah, it's on. Okay, so we're inside the 45 dual power locomotive. We'll just set it up here. The cab is different to the 46, which you would expect, of course. Put on the ditch lights and get the brakes cut in, put it in service. We'll put the gauge lights to bright. Oh my god, the frame rate's really bad. I don't know if it's the time of day or what. I think we're in diesel mode. We should be, as prototypical to real life. So what do we need to do? Put the boarding lights on. I won't run this route with ACSES. But I'll put on ATC and the alerter. I am nowhere near ready to operate this route with ACSES. Absolutely no chance. But, well, no wonder it's the frame rate is pretty bad. The station is pretty much full to the brim, maybe except a few platforms. And funny enough, nearly every single train bar the Arrow 3s all have 45s. That's cool. So yeah, Hoboken Terminal, it's one of the busiest rail terminals in the US. Really, really cool to see it in the game. Very iconic. It's not too far from New York Penn, which is also included. So you get the small section of the Northeast Corridor that we've previously played in New York Trenton. That is, if you own that route, of course. And that's all there. So New York Penn is there. Sunnyside Yard is included too. Obviously, then it would disappear down south to Trenton, or southwesterly direction, and then here is the Morristown line. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have to say, the waterfront here looks fantastic. And the station's been reproduced in a very good way. It's got station announcements, which are just basically AI text to voice, I think it is. And honestly, the station's built pretty well. It does look good at night. You know, with the New York skyline in the background, and you can see the One World Trade Center there. And then over there would be Midtown Manhattan. Of course, the sea texture. It's lovely water texture. It looks really, really good. And as you would expect, you have some branding dotted about the place. Let's see if I can find it. I've got PIS displays which do work and which are, I think, accurate. Station signs there. Got the usual fake dovetail advertisements. We've also got some real ones too, like here. Basically telling you to be mindful.
Hoboken passengers, the 9:31 a.m. outbound train to Waldwick is expected to depart from track 10 in approximately 15 minutes. Attention, Hoboken passengers,
nope.
The midnight outbound
midnight.
train 2 is expected to depart from track 4 in approximately minutes.
Wow, that's a hell of a long wait for a midnight train. It's just gone 9:15 in the morning in the game. You've also got the NJ Transit route maps as well. So what's cool is that you've got a huge chunk of services running on this route, be it AI and playable. Not only serving the Morristown line, but also the Gladstone branch as well. You can actually do some of those services. I'm not going to Gladstone itself, but going as far as Summit, which is really, really cool. And of course, on top of that, you've got the Northeast Corridor traffic going in and out of New York Penn, mostly AI. So you've got Amtrak services, the Sellers services, the Long Island Railroad makes an appearance in New York Penn. So it's pretty jam-packed. And of course, with a big chunk of the playable services in particular, they all have different stopping points. It's not just if you were to do a local revenue service, you're just going to end up stopping at all the stations. Some services have different stopping patterns, which is really, really cool. And you've got other AI services going up the Pascack Valley line as well, departing Hoboken Terminal. So the station is modelled very, very well, and the timetable is pretty fleshed out. So you've got these are what come with the route. This is new. The Arrow 3 electric multiple unit. Really, really cool to see them in the game, finally. It's a bit disappointing we haven't got the Comet 1, I think it's Comet 4, single level coaches and cab car. That would be quite nice, but instead we've got the multi-levels, which I prefer the multi-levels actually. I really quite like the look of them. And plus you can get a lot of passengers on them. Dovetail's even modelled the booking hall, and wow, it looks pretty good. You can't go in there on foot because obviously there's no tickets you're going to collect or anything like that. But yeah, just to pop your head in and have a look round, it's pretty good. See, as BIS displays there, just displaying the next service. That's at 2:27 in the morning, 309 minutes.
Attention, Hoboken passengers. The 9:34 a.m. outbound train to Spring Valley is expected to depart from track 6 in approximately 15 minutes.
Okay. So we've had a nice little look around Hoboken Terminal. I think what we should do is get moving before the game crashes, because the frame rate's not great around here. Just let the brake sort itself out, and then we'll get going. Okay, off we go. So right, let's hear this locomotive sing. The ALP 45. We're running late, but that isn't a surprise. It's only a first look, so as long as we make it to the end, that's all that matters. Decent horn. It's different to the 46, which is good. The bell isn't though. I think we've got just 6 multi-level coaches and the cab car. My god, the frame rate's really bad. I don't know what it looks like on the stream, but looking at my screen, geez, the frame rate needs a bit of work. The performance certainly needs a bit of a pick-me-up with this route, especially at Hoboken Terminal at rush hour. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so our first station stop is Meadows. It's 3.5 miles away. Teeny tiny little station. Okay. You can also do some empty stock moves around the some of the sidings and yard at Hoboken Terminal. So you got the Pullman Yard, Hill Yard, and Days Yard, as well as the fuel sidings as well. I'm not sure if you can actually refuel 45. I've never actually seen the developers partake in those duties on the previous stream, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, so far I'm pleased. Hoboken Terminal has been reproduced in a reasonable manner from Dovetail. But now it's time to get on the move and take a look at the rest of the route. So a bit of information about the 45, which is the deluxe loco add-on, or the loco add-on for this route. It's quite modern. It was introduced into service in 2010, I think. 2010? Yeah, it's 2010. And what's great about it is, of course, it's dual power, so it can run on electrified lines in electric mode, and on non-electrified lines in diesel mode. Which just begs the question to me, like, why, Dovetail, did you not include the 15.5 mile non-electrified section from Dover to Hackettstown? Because, you know, just if you were to operate this this locomotive in a realish manner, really you're only going to be operating in diesel mode from Hoboken Terminal to Newer Broad Street, which is like a measly, I think it's, I'm going to guess, 5-ish miles, and then the rest of the time you switch it into electric mode and that's it. So it's a bit of a shame, really, that the non-electrified section to Hackettstown wasn't included, because if it was, you could get more out of it, the locomotive in diesel mode, fulfilling its purpose. So what I'm just going to do, and I imagine what a load of people will do, is they're just going to not change the locomotive to electric mode and just leave it in diesel mode, because the engines are absolutely monstrous. I think they're 2 V12 diesel engines, turbocharged as well, and they produce I think a pretty big power output. I think it's just over 1,300 horsepower, which is yeah, pretty cool. And what's also unique about this locomotive is that it's a single cab locomotive. The 46 has a cab at either end. This, to compensate for the huge V12 diesel engines, has just a single cab. And it's such a shame that the engine room wasn't reproduced, because that would just be so cool. You know, to go walk in there, see the engines in detail, hear them screaming in your ears to the point that yeah, your eardrums start bleeding. But yeah, bit of a shame. But I really like the 45. It's always been my favourite of the NJ Transit fleet, and to see it finally come to life in Train World is something I've always wanted to see, and I'm really happy it's been finally reproduced in the game. I think what we need now is just another NJ Transit route with a proper non-electrified section, or if Dovedale can just extend the route of the Morristown line to Hackettstown, I'll be pleased. Granted, not many trains call at Hackettstown. I think it's like 5-6 services a day, but it'd just be nice to have that section included. We've got a red signal. Just release the brakes. We are running late, so I imagine the signals will have a... Oh, they've just changed. I imagine because obviously we left very late and we're running late, and we will do for the rest of the journey. I imagine the timetable is going to be completely effed up as far as the AI is concerned. You know, holding trains back from leaving Hoboken Terminal or going into Hoboken, etc, etc. And there's one there actually just came past us. To the right, those are the tracks that go, let's say, to the lower level platforms at Secaucus, which I don't think you can access, but it's good to see that the trains trundle in and out of Secaucus Junction, both on the high level and low level platforms. I think that's the Pascack Valley line, but don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely 100% sure. But the ATC is working, so that's pretty cool. And of course, what's fascinating with the 45 dual power locomotive is that in real life, and is portrayed in the game, is that when you start services at Hoboken Terminal, you have to run it on diesel mode. The reason why is because Hoboken Terminal, I think the roof structure is made of copper, and if you were to, let's say, turn the diesel engine off and raise the pantograph, it increases the risk of arcing, and yeah, you don't want to have the station roof catching fire and all that stuff. So to avoid that, they deliberately leave the 45 in diesel mode, whether that's coming into Hoboken Terminal or going out of Hoboken Terminal, to reduce the risk of arcing and the copper roof, catching fire and burning the station down. I have to say, the signalling and the safety systems, there was a developer that's done a pretty good job as regards to the signals with the northeast US routes of late. A guy that goes by the name of Cactus Juice, he basically re-engineered the signalling and safety systems from scratch, so they actually work in a kind of semi-realistic manner. The signage as well, he basically made sure all the correct signage was put in place, and it looks fantastic. Especially the overhead line equipment. The gantries, has that rustic kind of look to it, which I'm really, really pleased that's been portrayed in the game. And I have to say, so far, the foliage, the track ballast, doesn't look too bad so far. So we're not too far from our first station stop, Meadows. What would be cool is that if this locomotive could sub in to the Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton timetable, so you just give it even more mileage to play with, especially in diesel mode. I mean, the one NJ Transit route I personally like to see reproduced is the line going to Bayhead, the Long Branch. Sorry. If we could have that reproduced in the game, which I think
the next
is.
Station stop is when leaving the train. Please watch the gap.
The AI announcements have a bit of a mind of their own. Sometimes they refuse to announce the station name itself, and that's not very good. I don't know why I've got that turned on. I should have turned it off. It's not realistic. I don't really like the AI announcements. They're cooler in the game, but if you're going to do announcements, get them officially licensed at least, and have.
Station stop is.
Exactly. Well, what's the station stop, love? Are you going to tell me? No? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, the announcements are kind of broken, and this game has been out for less than 3 weeks. There's already issues with it. So I'm going to turn it off because it'll just get annoying, especially if I'm not even going to pronounce the destination. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Just going to creep up to this teeny tiny little platform here. This platform is mainly for the workers of NJ Transit and other workers who want access to the intermodal yard, just to the left of the maintenance and engine facility. So we'll unlock the doors anyway. So I think I'll just mess around with the audio, turn the cab announcements to off, onboard announcements to off, because I'm not in the coach, am I? Platform announcements I will have on. No? Can you let me save it, game? Oh my god. Okay. Right, well, our first station stop, Meadows. Wow, frame rate's buttery smooth here. And that's not me being sarcastic, that's genuine, but I love this locomotive. I absolutely love it. The model, the livery, Hearing those engines screaming away. It's got the pantograph there too. You can hear it kind of idling there. The car park is the car park for the maintenance facility for NJ Transit and others. Okay. I mean, the buildings look good. I'll give them that. It looks okay. I'm not sure if you can do services specifically to this complex. I've got a funny feeling you can't, but maybe the AI can. What's cool there as well is that you've got the container port or container yard over here too. I can't remember what it's actually called because it's not actually marked on the map, which is a bit of a piss take, really. I mean, at least name the bloody thing. And what's even more of a shame is that I think Dovetail was originally going to include some, some static freight stock, in the yards, and even some maybe AI or playable CSX services. But typical Dovetail, they chose to abandon that particular idea. Is it to save performance? Maybe. Is it because they're under pressure to, get the stuff out as soon as possible to the general public? Possibly. Hopefully it gets reproduced in the, gets added in a patch, but I'm not holding my breath. They were going to do the same for New York Trenton, and of course that never happened. It was being developed, but to a pretty advanced stage, and then it just for some reason never ever showed up. So yeah, the yard looks not too bad. You got containers, some trucks. Would be nice to see it would be a little bit more dirty, but of course you're not going to be here, are you? Unless you're me with the free cam. So yeah, I think this is what is this place called? Yeah, the Meadows Complex. Yeah, huge facility. We've even got a marker there to what is it? Time travel there, fast travel. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, hopefully you can do some services there. I haven't actually checked the timetable, or even a scenario will be welcome. But anyway, let's lock the doors and let's get moving out of here. It's gonna say the lyrics to a particular song that says "moving on," but I don't want to get copyright striked by YouTube. Right, so I've locked the doors. Let's get going. Oh, it sounds mean. I love it. I love the 45. They've done a decent job with it for once, Dovetail, and I applaud you for that. Sounds mean. Alright, the next station stop is Newark Broad Street. It's just over 3.5 miles away. It seems to me that the some of the trackside scenery looks a little bit better than I was expecting. I mean, to be fair to Dovetail and whoever works alongside them to produce the North American routes, scenery-wise, they seem to have stepped up. They seem to have upped their game with it, with North American routes of late. Sadly, they don't get, I'm braking, relax. There we go. It's changed again. Alright. Now I can could put it at full power. Yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that the North American public don't get as many routes or loco add-ons as much as the UK does, and Germany as well. I think since Train Sim World 3 they've had I think just what was it, 2 routes in the calendar year maybe, compared to the UK, which normally gets double that. Because I think Train Sim World 3, I can't remember how many routes. The North American side of things has released since Train Sim World 3 launched. I think they've had Cajon Pass, New York Trenton, the Antelope Valley Line, the Long Island Railroad commuter, the San Bernardino Line, and this. So just 6 routes in 3 years. I'm slowing her down, don't you worry. Calm down, train. There we go. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm already 7 minutes late. Might turn the ATC off. Since we're running late, doesn't matter. No. Is it just above me? Yes, it is. There we go. Well, at least it works. So that's something. Yeah, but just 6 routes has been made since the launch of Train Sim World 3. That's like having crumbs. That's like taking crumbs off your plate. Whereas the UK and German side of things, you get like a whole big packet of biscuits, So it would be nice if Dovetail and others could up the ante on North American content, or the amount of them that gets produced in a calendar year for each iteration of the game. Dovetail is making another one. I think they're reproducing the Northeast Corridor, New York to Stamford, I think it is, isn't it? But also you're going to get a section going from Stamford to Grand Central. So it's basically kind of taking the very old and ancient Northeast Corridor of New York, a big chunk of the New York Harlem Line that were launched 3 years ago, and then stick them together with a new section going to Stamford, and that's about it. Hopefully it'll be good. I mean, we're going to get the EMA Kawasaki multiple unit, which I've wanted to see in the game as well, because that thing looks pretty cool. So hopefully, Dovetail produce a solid overall product. Because scenery-wise, they've certainly upped their game since the launch of New York Trenton, which was pretty bad. I mean, you could tell half of it was 6 years old, and the other half was new and shiny. But with their Metrolink adventure, they did complete, with 2 routes in California and the F59 PHR, which those routes are quality. I really, really enjoyed them. Excellent bits of content as far as North American stuff is concerned. So hopefully this can kind of mimic that, the scenery, the quality of it, just the overall package. I mean, the services are definitely better than I thought. It's much busier than I anticipated, both playable and AI, so that's positive. Yeah, see, roads down there don't look too shabby. Distant scenery as well don't look bad either, from what I can tell. Right, we're about to cross the river. No idea what river, but it's a river. Got a red signal here. Okay, so we got a red, so I imagine there's a train in front of us. Yeah, okay. That's going to Summit. Okay. So we'll just, we're already 10 minutes late, but that's fine. I'm happy to chill. This road down here could be a bit populated with some AI traffic. You've got the traffic going on up there, but none of it down here. Bit of a shame. Yeah, the foliage don't look too bad, and this area here, this little industrial area here, that don't look too shabby. It's living right on the edge, isn't it? Blimey. Again, nice water texture. I really like it. The bridge, I don't think it. I think it used to be not a. Was it a swing bridge or one that could be raised? Not sure. I think it's permanently fixed in this position. But yeah, it looks really good. Same with that bridge over there. Decently made. Well, we got a green, so let's get moving. Bit of a test here for the 45 on a slight uphill gradient. There we go. Now in real life and in the game that's been portrayed, you are meant to go from diesel to electric power with the 45. But me being me, I'm just going to leave in electric diesel mode because it's cool. Gone a little bit far there. Oh well. Not the end of the world. There we go. Right, we have to change over to power, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so this is Newark Broad Street. Take a look around this small little charming station. I mean, I like these stations. They're old school. They've got a bit of character about it, a bit of class. PI's displays work. Good looking brickwork. Like the wooden canopy here. That don't look too shabby. And there's the name. Newark Broad Street. And you've got the clock tower here, which is displaying the correct time. That's always good to see. I mean, the building itself is modelled pretty well. You've got a drop-off pick-up point for buses and cars and stuff like that. That don't look too shabby. Got some cars parked up. And there's a road down there. Don't look too bad. Car park here. It's just a car park. You could do a bit of a touch-up. Yeah, I mean, it don't look too bad. It's not too horrendous. Could have been a lot worse. Got a nice little lamp there, little light there. And then there's steps to the platform. Yeah. Not bad. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Ooh, don't go too far back. Use the power you've got. There we go, we're moving forward. Clawsaw227, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome. Just taking a first look at the New Jersey Morristown line. Okay, our next station stop is East Orange. It's just over 2 miles away. And the gradient's getting even steeper. Okay, we've got a speed limit 35 coming up. A sip of my tea, I think. Okay, the speed limit in the cab has changed to 45. Put it at half power. Right, I'll set it to idle. Let the train decrease speed via the use of gravity. Oh, lovely. Okay, there we go. Okay, speed limit has increased to 60 in the cab. Clauso, what are you driving? I'm driving the 45 because it's cooler. No jokes aside, 46 isn't too bad, but I prefer the 45 easily. I just love the fact it's different. Sounds mean, looks cool. What more can you love? Set the power to off as we are approaching East Orange. Stop right at the end of the platform. That'll do. Okay. Okay, here we are at East Orange. Let's see what this station has in store. Yeah, much smaller station, this one. I like the little lights, they're quite cool. Hopefully give a nice warm glow at night. This bit of road is a little bit too quiet and barren for my liking. Would be nice to have some sort of traffic on it. And that, I don't know what that is. Is that meant to be a pavement or a sidewalk or another lane as part of the highway, motorway? That bit there needs sorting out. The church over there don't look too bad. It's just a little bit lifeless. It's modelled okay. It's just a little bit lacking traffic. Lacks the busyness. I mean, you know, we're not too far from one of the biggest cities in the world. It needs to be a little bit more livelier than that. You've got the underground car park underneath the station itself. That's a nice touch. Got a few RVs squeezed in. There goes the arrow 3 going to Hoboken. And yeah, those are the steps to station platform. Is this a station building here? I presume so. That doesn't look too bad. I imagine that is a lift shaft. Maybe? Or just another spiral staircase or something. Got some shops there. Yeah, I mean this bit here doesn't look too bad. This side of the station looks better than the highway over there. And there's this building here. Is this a government building? Local authority or something? Local council? Either way, looks good. Yes, okay. Just lacks a little bit of liveliness. Hey Ben Davis, hope you're well. Alright, so the next station stop is Black Church. It's just under 3,000 feet away. Yeah, it's cool. They're in the game. It's nice that Dovetail's got round to adding them in. Me personally, I prefer them not to be there because, for one, they're kind of broken. From what I've experienced, like sometimes they won't announce the amount of minutes left before the train is scheduled to depart. Sometimes when you're on when you're conducting a journey and you hear the announcements, sometimes well, it's been shown in this stream that they won't pronounce the station location, which is yeah, not great. Here we are coming up to keep going train, keep going, keep going, keep going, just a little bit more. There we go. You got to get your timing right with the braking, that's for sure. It takes a while for the train brakes to release, and then, you know, get the power it needs to start accelerating. But I do like the fact the 45 has got a bit of weight to it, the feeling of weight to it. Like it takes its time to accelerate and brake. I like that. I think it's got the latest suspension physics and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it's there, I suppose. Okay, so this is a Black Church. Again, it's lacking the liveliness of it. Where's the AI traffic, man? It is nowhere to be seen. It's like we're back in lockdown or something, like during the pandemic. It's lacking. Where's the AI traffic? Speaking of cars, we've got some that are floating above the parking spaces. That's not great. But at least there's some cars there, I suppose. What's this building here? This looks interesting. I can't read what that says, but it says entrance. A shop of some description. But again, Black Church, very similar to the previous station. Same kind of layout, but the building here doesn't look too bad. I like the sign too, with the NJ Transit branding at the top. And there's the steps down to the steps. I'll take you to ground level. Okay. Got a car park here, huge car park. That's empty. This is to the church, I think, chapel. Is that why the station is called Black Church? I'm gonna hazard a guess and say yes. Yeah, I mean the scenery doesn't look too horrendous. Again, it's just lacking that liveliness. Like, where's the AI traffic? Have a bit of life around the place. You know what I mean? Okay. Bronco, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Just taking a first look at the New Jersey Transit, New Jersey Morristown Line with the 45. But going back to what you said, Claus, I'd prefer officially licensed, voiced, my real people announcements rather than AI text to voice. I mean, it's a cheap and easy way to do it, but it's not as realistic, is it, compared to real life? It's as simple as that. And I'd rather have no announcements at all if Dovetail's going to go down the route of adding, AI voiceovers into the mix. I mean, I think they're doing it with the tutorials already, which is a bit sad. But there you go. Thankfully, you can turn them off. So, but I'll keep the platform ones on for now, unless they deteriorate further. Okay, the next station stop is Orange. Bronco did you did a journey with the Arrow 3 yesterday. Oh, right. I haven't actually used the Arrow 3 by the tutorial. I don't think I have enough time to use it in the stream, but I'll see how much time I've got left to spare. But we're thundering into East Orange. Oh, don't stop. Keep going, train. Keep going, keep going. Ah, never mind. You gotta be on your marks with the braking. It's something to master, that's for sure. Not just with the 45, but the 46, because of the type of braking system they both have. But yeah, the Arrow 3 is a nice introduction. It's nice to have it in the game. Old school kind of multiple unit running around amongst the modern day, cab cars and locomotives on this route. So that I do like. It would be nice to have had the Comet 4 or the single level coaches and cab car. I don't think that's asking too much. But yeah, I'll see if I can take a trip out on a trip on the line with the arrow free, maybe if I've got enough time. But here we are at the next station stop, which is Orange. Again, I really like the stations on this route so far. Old school, not brand spanking new, built from the ground up. They've got a touch of character and class about them. You know, you've got a sign here.
Attention, Orange Station customers. V10:04 a.m. westbound train to Gladstone is expected to arrive on track 3 in approximately 1 minute.
Well, at least the announcement at this station works, so that's something. Are there meant to be a block of flats or something? Eesh. Road texture there does not look good. I mean, the station looks okay. You know, you can just literally walk up to the platforms, don't you? No ticket barriers or booking office or anything like that. A woman with a cup of coffee, ready to throw it in the bin. Got some signs there, that's good. What's it like on the other side? Oh dear, this bit isn't good. It's alright, but I expect better, really. You got the car park here, that doesn't look too shabby. Aside from the terrain of the route, the road, I should say. Car park. You got the main building here. Although you can actually walk down there. Good. You got the NJ transit route maps that you can collect in the route as well. Okay. Yeah, the station itself doesn't look too bad. I think just the scenery around it could do with a bit of tidying up. Again, no AI traffic on the roads. I'm not sure if that is to just save performance on the consoles and PC. I don't know. Okay, let's withdraw from the station and head to the next station stop, which is Highland Avenue. Just under 3,500 meters away. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite curious to see how the route's going to be portrayed in Train Sim World, because it's kind of dovetail going the cheap and quick way by just cobbling together two sections of, let's say, routes that we've already had in Train Sim World before. Of course, the exception that Northeast Corridor New York has been left dead and buried in the very first Train Sim World for 6 to 7 years. So, and according to Dovetail, it won't be just a copy and paste of the Northeast Corridor New York route, which is good, because I think it was the type of building techniques they used at the time to produce that route. So yeah, they're including the Northeast Corridor New York section from New York to New Rochelle, and then a section of the the New York Harlem line, and then they're sticking on a new section going to Stamford on both routes. But I'm curious to see what that is going to look like. And having the Kawasaki M8, is it called, in the game, that's something I've wanted to see. But I'll wait and see. Only time will tell how good that route could look. I hope so. I hope it's good. I really do. Because also you're going to get, the CSX freight action on the Northeast Corridor section from New Rochelle to New York Penn. So you got Harlem River Terminal, a couple of yards as well. It would be really cool if we could have the Amtrak switcher in Sunnyside Yard, and you can do some switching in there. Oh, I've noticed the tail lights aren't turned on. Oh, God. I thought they fixed that by now. Jesus Christ. It really annoys me when you start a service and the flipping tail lights aren't on correctly. The destination boards work on the train, but the flipping tail lights aren't turned on. Oh, I'm not going to be... It's too late for me now to run to the end of the train and switch them on myself. But this is Highland Avenue. Let's have a look around. Signage is good. Imagine you got PIS displays on the platform somewhere. No, don't think it has any. No. Wow. The station doesn't have any PIS boards, it seems. Got a little patch of leaves there from the trees. It's quite good. I like the greenery on this route. I don't know if it's just the lighting or something. It just really stands out, really pops. I like that. No PIS display boards on. Oh my God, it's flying. Oh gosh, I don't think that's meant to be correct. Oopsie daisy. It's flying in the air. Jesus. You won't want to get crushed by that, would you? Piece of overhead line equipment and a bit of concrete to boot. We've got the bridge under here. It's nice. It seems to be a much more quieter neighbourhood, it seems. Very quiet. No AI, no road traffic whatsoever. What's this meant to be? I don't know. I don't want to know. Yeesh. I mean, if you were looking from the platform down, I mean, it looks alright. It's not just trains level, is it? These are long platforms, though. Long platforms. Even down here, look, you've got steps down to the road here. This bit looks a bit better. You've got a local industry here. Truck marketplace, maybe. Get your trucks here. Depot, maybe. There's a diner here. Again, no AI traffic. It's too quiet for my liking. Needs to have some cars running around, you know. Just noticed the track ballast suddenly changes. Don't know why that is. The building doesn't look too bad. Back here as well, this is the car park and the entrance to the station building. Sign looks good there. Seems to be quite steep. The car park, a bit of a slope there. And down onto the road. Yeah, well, it's alright. It's a mixed bag. It's okay in some areas and really, how shall I describe it, rushed in other areas, scenery wise. But the station, you know, I can't complain. Looks pretty good. The next station stop is Mountain, just under 5,000 feet away. Broncos cut in for the brake lever can be hard to find. Yeah, that's true. Clausel's country making. Well, I wouldn't say Caltrain's making a comeback. Basically, Dovetail have lost the Caltrain branding, so they've had to pull the routes and loco add-ons from sale to basically get rid of all the Caltrain branding. So when it gets reintroduced to digital stores in the next few days, basically we'll be able to re-download them all again for free. But the big thing that you will notice is that there's no Caltrain branding on the trains over all the stations, which is a shame. But they've lost the Caltrain branding, because I quite liked the Caltrain routes. Very badly outdated and desperately in need of a remaster, but I don't think that's going to happen now, since Dovetail's lost the Caltrain license. We are going way too fast. Way too fast. Oh dear. It's my first time, give me a chance. It was bound to happen eventually. Oh well, at least we stopped. Alright, here we are at Mountain. Nice little pavement to the station there. The station seems much quieter. I like the bushes, the weeds, the trees moving around in the breeze. I like that. Got the neighbourhood in the background. This doesn't look too bad. This looks much better. I'm pleased that Dovetail haven't skipped out on adding all the foliage and bushes. It's 3D. It's not just flat 2D grass textures everywhere, which I do appreciate. They did it a lot in the past, and it really annoyed me. But just fleshing it out, looks good. So this is Mountain Station. That's how you cross the tracks, via the steps on the footbridge, or the road bridge. Yeah, station looks good. Looks just as it would in real life. Obviously, you can't go inside the station building itself, which would be really cool to see, because Just Trains do that really well. That's one thing I appreciate with Just Trains' routes. It's not only the quality level of the roof, the route itself, which night and day compared to this, but the fact that the interiors of the stations are modelled, that's what I appreciate. So you can really go in there and explore. Yeah, this isn't bad. This is the first good station as far as scenery is concerned, near the station and around it. Again, no cars on the road, but I think I've accepted that the only kind of AI traffic you're going to see is down near Hoboken terminal and New York. Yeah, this is much better. Much better. This is good. I like what I see. Car park looks well modelled. Got the tree there and out to the road. Yeah, this view is good. This is good. That's a pass in my book. I don't look too shabby. Much better than the previous station. Scenery around it, good. Me likey.
The next train to stop on track 3 will be the 10:08 a.m. westbound train to Gladstone, stopping at South.
Yeah, we're holding up all of the services going to the likes of Summit and Haggettstown and Dover and beyond. So, because if that train was meant to be due in at 10:08 and it's now 10:14, so yeah, we're holding up a lot of traffic that's stuck either in Hoboken or in the area around Hoboken and New York. Yeah, but I like Mountain Station. It's probably my favourite so far. It's got a nice, cute, kind of cosy feel about it. Which obviously sounds bollocks to a lot of people, but it's the kind of feeling I have about it, Let's have a look. Bronco, Trevor Run gives you a good fall leaves, colour change, especially this. Yeah, I agree. I think just in any, be it spring, summer, autumn, because of the new lighting that Dovetail added in Train Sim World 3, it just looks so much fresher and more natural to me. Right, let's see if we can stop at the end of the platform and not overshoot it this time, as we are coming into South Orange. Ooh, brake. No, I overshot it. Oh, sugar. Oh well. It wasn't as bad as the previous storm, so... yeah, it could be worse. Oh, actually wasn't too bad. A door's width. I'll take that, that's alright. Okay, so here we are at South Orange. Oh, you got some traffic this time down there. Good. Gee, is that a roundabout? Boy. It doesn't look great. I love the little shelter here. It's nice. It's cute. Car park here as well. Doesn't look too horrendous. Not as good as the other one before it. But station building looks ace. Love it. Oh, you can... oh, doesn't go anywhere. Just a little bit of shelter for you in the pouring rain, maybe. Oh, you got some shops down here. Cafe, it seems. And the road down there.
Short Hills, Summit, New Providence, Murray Hill, Berkeley Heights, Gillette, Sterling, Millington,
Okay.
Lyons, Basking Ridge, Bernardsville, Art Hills, Peacock, and...
yeah, the station doesn't look too bad. Well, we've got a downhill section now, so that should help us get up to speed a little bit more quicker. Okay, the next station stop is Maplewood. Bronco in the Caltrain branding was lost, but if you already own it, I think it will show up in your stuff with Caltrain on it. I have no idea. That remains to be seen. Only when Dovetail put them back on sale or back on digital stores for you to re-download, we'll find out. I've got a terrible feeling that it applies to even if you've owned it before with Caltrain branding applied. So if you was to download it, in Train Sim World 6, I believe, from what Dovetail say, I think they put out a press release about it earlier today, is that it's due to come back on digital stores in a couple of days' time, the 16th of October, and every version you'll have will have it unbranded. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Need to accelerate. I don't know why I stopped applying the power there. Bronco, the Caltrain will not be to expiration, so you need to keep tears to play. Yeah, to play the branded content. That's correct. Yeah. But if you want to play it in Train Sim World 6, it will be, of course, unbranded and unlicensed. And me being a dinglebat, I deleted Train Sim World 5 just to save storage. I mean, this game is just massive in terms of storage, size and everything, gigabytes. It's crazy. I mean, for reference, I've deleted pretty much nearly all of the German stuff I have, and just kept the UK stuff and all of the content I have for the USA, and it's still like 280 gigabytes. This game just eats storage like I've never known. I thought when I got rid of all the German stuff, I was saying to myself, well, maybe I'd have maybe the game size would be like 187 gigabytes, which is still quite a lot anyway, but I kind of was shocked when it was like 280. It's crazy. To apply the bell. Right, that'll do, I think. That's close enough. Okay. Little shops there, right next to the station. I don't even know what station this is. Where is it? Maplewood. Right. Bit more of a spaced out station, this one. Oh dear, that don't look good. Eesh. Like a mole has tunneled through the ground. You could see where the mole has been. Yeah, that don't look good. Other than that, the car park looks okay. Got the bicycles here. Station building, I like it. Looks good. Got the road going out down there. Got the walkway down to steps down there so you can access the other platforms. No PIS displays again.
Station customers, the next train to stop on track 3 will be the 10:14 a.m. westbound train to Gladstone, stopping at Milburn, Short Hills, Summit, New Providence, Murray Hill, Berkeley Heights, Gillette, Sterling.
Yeah. And you got another station building here, so you can access the station platforms by going down here.
Watch the gap between the train and the platform when boarding.
Yeah, no PIS displays. I've noticed that for the past few stations. I don't know if that is accurate to real life, but if you had the announcements turned off, you wouldn't have a clue what train, is when the next train is coming, where it's going to. Due to a lack of PIS displays. Surely they would have PIS displays in real life. I couldn't imagine any station these days not having a PIS display. Right, we're over half an hour late, I think. Yeah, half an hour or so late. Oh well, never mind. The next station stop will be Milburn, just under 8,000 feet away. Bronco, I delayed 5 as well, but regret I didn't. Due to the, the Caltrain stuff, still having the Caltrain brand. But, it's gone. I can download TSW5 again, but I can't re-download the Caltrain stuff anymore. Never mind. It is what it is. Yeah, it is an annoying thing, Bronco, I agree. Once you download a PS5 version, you get a PS4 version alongside that, and you have to go and delete the PS4 version. I mean, it wasn't as bad as like Train Sim World 5, where you had like Train Sim World 3 versions and Train Sim World 4 versions alongside Train Sim World 5 versions, which was even more hard to find, like when you came to managing the content you have in the game. You had to literally cherry pick the right version. Not only if it's PS4, PS5, but if it was, Train Sim World 5 compatible, let's say. Because if you downloaded a Train Sim World 3 version, it wouldn't work. Thankfully, that's been cleaned up, and this section, the version you get is Train Sim World 6, and it displays that in the Manage Game Content section, which is good. Need to get down the speed. Changing tracks. So we're coming up to Milburn. Going down from 4 tracks, I think it was, or 3 tracks to 2. Stop. Stop. Please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some serious time to master the braking with the 45 and the 46 as well at these stations. Ooh, this is a different scenery. Look at that. Much more rural environment around us now. So this is the community of Milburn. Oh, there you go. The AI traffic's popped in. Has come to life. That's good to see. That's nice. Finally some AI traffic appeared. Good. Shame this road doesn't have any. Oh. If you're a certain distance away, you can't see it, but if you get like right up close, like yeah, you can see it going around. That's bloody pointless, isn't it? Considering you're stuck in a cab or on the platform. Look, you wouldn't know it's there, would you? Pops in, pops out. It's there, and now it's gone. There it is, and now it's gone. It's like a magic trick. Signage is good. Trains to Gladstone and Haggettstown. Got a bit of repair work taking place here, it seems. That's good to see. Little scene there. Got your real, I think, posters there telling you to be mindful of the railroad. Yep, with the Association of American Railroads. That's good to see. That's on all the stations. Entry Transit route posters, route maps to find and display. Long platform here. No PIS displays again. Oh, we got a train right. Oh, sugar, better stop. Whoa. God. Don't hit the back of me. Better get moving. It's gonna hit the side of me. Ah. Go. Run. Ooh, it's gonna hit the back of me. Sugar. Go. Run. Jeez, that was close. Bloody hell. Give me a chance, game. Look at it. It's like, get a shift on. He's like saying, screw you, bastard. I want to get going. Give me a chance, game. I want to look around. Look at it. Look. Is that meant to be like it is in real life? Jesus Christ. Didn't even get a chance to look around. The station. Oh, well, it looked alright from what I can tell. There's a soccer field there. Or football. Okay, the next station stop is Short Hills. Good thing I managed to get up to speed just in time. Otherwise I would have had an accident. I was messing around with it earlier today and I was just trying this service out to make sure it, it actually runs properly and doesn't crash and burn like the game tends to do. And I had an arrow free right behind me, and I was setting off from one of the stations. It was on a real steep gradient, and the train just went backwards slightly as I tried to get the train up to speed and get it going at full power, and it literally coupled up to the train, and I was ending up dragging it along. I was like, well, that ain't right, where did this come from? Geez, talk about busyness. If you run late on this route, you're going to pay for it. Literally, you have the AI like right up your arse, going, "Come on, get a shift on, or I'm going to couple to the back of you and make your life a misery, or crash into the back of you." God. All right, well, we're coming up to the next station stop, which is Short Hills. I think the AI needs to be a bit more patient if they encounter a playable service that's running late. In my case, it's very late. So I imagine it won't happen very often, but, you know, if it was to happen, a degree of patience would be nice. Turn the bell off. Okay, here we are at the next station stop of Short Hills. Another road here that's quiet, empty and abandoned. Got a car park there to, I imagine, the station. Yeah, station building, don't look too bad. Some very steep steps, it seems. Tight little steps to walkways that will take you to the corresponding platforms. Don't look too bad. The roads actually look fairly decent. Okay, you got the main station building here, very similar-ish to the one before, Short Hill Station. Only difference, of course, is it's got fences here. This section of car park is inaccessible. Got some deck chairs just sitting there, and you got some chairs just sitting nicely in a little circle. Oh, how lovely. Not. Couldn't think of anything more strange. Car park here, full to the brim. It's good. Yeah, don't look too bad. It's not mind-blowing, I have to be honest, but it's better than I was expecting, you know, considering it's from Dovetail. So, the next station stop is Summit, which is just under 10,000 feet away. I imagine the train that was close to running into the back of us is heading to Summit. Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, that's me there. Oops. Oh, I can see it. Is that it there? And it's already on the move, so it's somewhere. There it is. Is that going to Summit? No, it's going to Gladstone. Right. Broccoli NPCs are late for work. Oh yes, they're late for work. I have to call in sick. Say can't make it to work today. Shoot a very slow and steady NJ Transit driver, or engineer, I should say. You know, how far have we got? A little bit of a way to go. I imagine we're past the halfway stage. We're encountering the steepest section, steepest grading of the route so far, 1.5%. So it certainly gives the 45 and other trains a bit of a workout, especially the 45 because of how heavy it is. I wonder what would be better for it on this section of the route. Would electric mode be superior to diesel mode? I have my doubts. I prefer diesel mode. And in reality, you should be running the train in electric mode, Bob. purposely chosen to run it on diesel mode, ignoring what the game says. I know it's not realistic, but you know, I can't enjoy the diesel engine for just a measly 6 miles. I think maybe when I get to the second to last stop, I'll change it to electric power, just so you can see what the locomotive is like to operate in electric mode. Very, very similar, but you know, just for the sake of showing you, I'll change the power mode when we get to the second to last stop. Okay, we're coming up to Summit now. Oh, stop. Not too bad, I'll take that. Okay, so here we are at Summit. Mostly this is a end of the line point for the Arrow 3 when it conducts its services to Gladstone. You do have some specific services that go specifically to Summit. Okay, Bronco, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. But yeah, this is a Summit station. It's got PIS displays, a pretty major interchange. Alright, you got the glass walkway there. Oh, I like that. That's nice. It's got a bit of a weathered look to it as well on the glass, so it's not all squeaky clean and shiny. Oh yeah, I like this. This is cool. Shame the station building isn't modelled like the interior of it. Well, yeah, you can pop outside. That's cool. Streets are practically empty and deserted, which is a bit of a shame.
Attention station customers. The next train to stop on track 1 will be the 10:25.
Yeah, you got the entrance to the station here too. Roads don't look too shabby, albeit very much on the quiet side. Like literally, there's nothing. These looks alright. Again, I love this overhead line equipment gantry. Look at that, that looks fantastic. Modelled impeccably, and there's that lovely rustic colour to it. Looks great, I have to say. But yeah, Summit's one of the busier stations on the line. Of course, excusing Hoboken Terminal and stations in New York on the route. Okay, the next station stop is Chatham. It's just over 2 miles away. Okay. Yeah, we've got many stations to go. There's an arrow 3. So yeah, the Gladstone services will then disappear off down here and out of the map. And once you go beyond Summit, the line becomes a little bit more quieter as far as the rail traffic is concerned. But not too quiet. Clawzord, I enjoyed, so you're gonna get a Trains World Tour when it comes out on the Xbox? No, I won't. I don't have an Xbox anymore. I've got rid of it. I used to have an Xbox One, but I've got rid of it now since I upgraded to PS5. But I have heard it's coming to console. And actually quite looks good on paper, I have to say. You know, it's got steam locomotives, more steam locomotives I think than Train Sim World even has. So it's good that they're starting off with a strong selection of locomotives and rolling stock. Route wise, obviously they're not real, they're just fictionalized worlds that they put together, or just taken from the Trains back catalogue. But I think I used to play a Trains game on my phone or iPad years ago. It was actually pretty decent for what it was. But no, I won't be getting over Trains World Tour game. I don't even know if it's out now. Is it out now? No idea. But certainly from a rolling stock perspective, it's off to a strong start. There's no doubt about that. A good selection of, you know, decent rolling stock. It's got HSTs in there, some steam locomotives, some American ones, diesel locomotives as well. So it's a nice mix there, I have to say. And I don't think any of them are officially licensed. Maybe with the American locomotives, I think they do have some CSX licensed CSX branding, which is rare, because Dovetail hasn't had anything CSX related since, well, the very start of the game, way back like 6, 7, 8 years ago. Right, we're just coming around this curve, and then we'll start applying the brakes. Just come around the curve. There we go. Just apply the brakes. Ooh, what's that? It's just sticking out to the right there. Is that meant to be a tree? Jeez. They're curvy long branches, I have to say. I don't know if you caught that, but I certainly did. Ooh, brake, 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 brake. I want to see that. Okay, so here we are at Chatham. Dovetail got very excited about Chatham Station because their local station where they come from, Dovetail Games, is called Chatham, so they got very excited about it and even made an in-depth article about their excitement of having Chatham, the station, here in this route. Big old car park here at Chatham. Little park there, it seems, little field to play in. The station building don't look too bad. A little bit bare as far as branding goes. Would be nice to have the sign there, unless it is accurate to real life. Got the walkway down here, which takes you to different platforms. Up there, and then up here, up to the road here. Oh no, okay, has got the station signage, fair enough. Chatham Station, car park here, very, very empty. Is this another diner over here? Looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, platform don't look too bad. Again, the foliage. I love the foliage for some reason on this map. It just looks really, really good and natural. Probably is because of the lighting, I don't know. Okay, so you got PIS displays out in good working order. Oh yeah, where is that mysterious looking tree that seemed to be bending over? Where did it go? Ah, there it is. What is that? Is that a monster? What is that? What on earth is that? It's like a giant tentacled monsters coming out of the ground. Is that meant to be a tree? Jeez. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah, because okay, this is meant to be the tree trunk of this tree on both of them, and oh dear. Yeah, they have modelled the tree trunk very well, this one. They're swaying so much they just look like two giant claws of like a giant insect or something. Oh my god, look at that. Oh god. That looks literally out of this world. Yeah, Dovetail, you need to fix it. You may have banged on about Chatham Station being in this route because it's similar to the Chatham Station where Dovetail HQ is located, but they need to sort that out. Jesus. Okay, the next station stop is Madison. It's just over 9,000 feet away. Okay. Well, a sip of water, I think. I think it's fair to say that the trackside scenery don't look too shabby, you know, in terms of foliage and trees and bushes. And the stations themselves don't look too bad either. I think it's just around the stations. It's a little bit hit and miss. Some scenery looks good. Others looks a bit rushed and unfinished. but it's reasonably solid. I don't think this route looks as good as the like the Antelope Valley or the San Bernardino lines. But does this route look better than Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton? 100%. 100%. I mean, in fairness, this route is much shorter than New York Trenton, so you could argue that because this route is shorter, Dovetail put more time into perfecting the route's scenery. Or not perfecting it as such, but making it look better than what you normally come to expect from a Dovetail product. Okay, here we are coming into Madison. Oh god, I put it in handle off by mistake. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, stop just right on the spot there. Brilliant. It's the first time I've done that in a while. Okay, here we are at Madison. Let's have a look around this station. Again, empty roads. Oh dearie, dearie me. Oh, maybe not. Actually, we got some traffic here. It's static though. Oh, it's a bit odd. Got a platinum jewellery shop. Okay. Whatever. Texture on this bridge don't look very don't know. Don't look quite right to me. Looks a little bit muddy for my liking. Don't look too bad. The shelter here. Platform canopy has got PIS displays at work. This is the station building where you can actually walk up. Oh dear, got a bit of scenery creeping in there. And then I imagine you'd get the steps down to the platform. I'm not sure. Maybe you can't access the platform on foot. Over here, what have we got here? Is this downtown Madison? Car park don't look too bad. Same for the building. I like the building. Very nice distinctive style, this one. Looks like a school to me for some reason. Don't know why. Obviously down there you have a walkway to this building here. Oh, I like Madison. It's not too bad at all. And over here, what have we got? Church over there, it seems. Church, chapel. Take it some sort of little park, square thing. Look up, see if the train's going about. It's not too bad. Again, lacking AI traffic. Would be nice to have some on the roads now and again. Yeah, the station didn't look too bad. Okay, the next station stop is a convent. It's just over 2 miles away. Convent. That's the word, I think. Apologies if I mispronounce the station names. It's convent, sorry. Apologies there. I got there in the end. We're very, very late, as you can tell, but we're going to make it in one piece, that's for sure. So I think we've got, what is it, 22 stations, and I can't remember how many we've stopped at, but probably more than 15, so we've got let's say 6, maybe 7 more stations to go. Speed limit's coming down to 50 and then going up again to 60 miles per hour. It's cool that the further you go to Dover, the more rural it becomes. That I do appreciate. When you serving little small towns and communities, which is nice from serving instead of serving the big cities and busy mainline action. It's a shame that the route hopping features haven't been carried over. I mean, I remember this time last year, Dovetail was bragging on about route hopping being one of the cool main features of Train Sim Mod 5, and now they've just pretty much forgotten about it. It's laughable, isn't it, that as soon as a new game comes out, flick of a switch and they just forget about it. Can't be bothered to include it in their newest routes. Go back a few months ago, they were happily going about including them on new routes that connected up to old routes, like the Manchester Airport Commuter, which was the last Train Sim Mod 5 route that released. That got a route hopping feature to the Glossop line, and that came out two years ago. So it's just laughable that they can't be bothered to add a route hopping feature to their newest and greatest and shiniest routes. So they say greatest, we are going way too fast. Way too fast. Well, it's the first crossing we've just passed. Right, let's see if we can stop here. Stop. I really like that the brakes on this is a challenge to master. It'll take me a bit of time to get my braking points right. Alright, here we are at the next station stop, which is Convent. Jesus Christ. Convent. That's the station name. Jesus Christ. I can speak English, I can assure you. Oh, cute little station building here. Green for a change. Oh, I like that. No PIS displays on these long platforms, but station building's nice. Bit of greenery here, a little bit of bench, cool. Car park here too. Big car park, huge car park, wow. This really is out in the middle of nowhere, it seems. Okay. And you got the railroad crossing here. It's the first one we've seen on the route. Funny enough, there's no cars. Yeah, at either end. No, never mind. Well, at least they work. That's good. I appreciate that. A little bit bare bones back here, isn't it? I suppose it's got this little bit of rural charm to it, I suppose. There's a soccer field over there. Or football field, as I call it over here. But in the US of A, it's called soccer. Yeah, station building's modeled pretty good. And there's another building over here, isn't there? Yeah. Haven't done it too bad. Seems a much quieter station. Convert station. Alright, let's get a shift on to the first station that bears, which is the name of the route itself, Morristown. 2 miles away. Let's go. If you'd enjoyed the stream up to this point and you like what you've seen so far, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button below, and if you are watching for the first time, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream I will be doing tomorrow. I'm going to try and shoehorn as many streams as I possibly can. I've got family coming down this weekend, so I won't be able to do any videos or anything like that. But I will try and get a couple of streams out before they come. So I'll be doing a stream tomorrow night, 8 PM UK-ish time or 7 PM UK time, and I'll be taking a look at the Riviera line, which is set in the southwest of England. So that should be good fun. A bit of nice steep downhill section here, allows us to get up to speed. We're nearly an hour late, but this route kind of reminds me of the MBTA commuter in some way. Okay, the next station stop, Morristown, is approaching. Just round this curve, and there's the station. Ooh, stop, stop, stop. There we go. Okay. Welcome to Morristown, the name of the DLC itself. Let's see what it's like. Oh dear, that road needs a bit of a tidy up. Oh dear, 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 dear. I'm not sure if this is meant to be like parking spaces for the residents here in these flats. But yeah, it needs to be improved. Bridge don't look too bad though, and the steps to the platform here. Interesting car park. Wow, that's a unique parking space right there. Get it while you can. Okay, so you got the Association of American Railroading branding, basically telling you don't be an idiot on the tracks or near the railroad. Well, you've got a little walkway here to get you to station platforms. I like that. Oh, down here as well. Ooh. Rules of conduct. You've got the car park down here as well. It's a lift shaft. Such a shame for lifts or the. It's not a lift, is it? No, it's not a lift shaft. I think it's a spiral staircase. Shame that wasn't included. Again, the building doesn't look too bad. The station buildings, I have to say, they're modelled very, very well. And they look crisp, look clean. Ooh, what's this meant to be? A memorial or something? Ooh, a bit bizarre. Well, I like the wall and everything being in the design of a station building. And the steps, wow, look at that. Again, no traffic, bit of a shame that. But that don't look too bad, is it? Walk your way up to the station. Car park's modelled very well, I have to say, and I love the wall and very grand station, I have to say. Looks great. Any PIS displays on Morristown? At Morristown, negative. So on stations, if you want a rail fan and if you want a rail fan at stations that don't have PIS displays, the AI announcements are going to be very important to know, so you know when the next train is arriving and where it's going to. Okay. Let's lock the doors. The next station stop will be Morris Plains. We've got a bit of track going over there. Where's that to? Speed limit's changed in the cab to 60, but we are restricted to 50 at the moment. Oh, okay. A bit of track down here. Maybe a local industry of some description. Close order, Norfolk Southern actually runs on the Morristown Line, I think only for any certain part of it. Oh, right, I see. Well, we got Norfolk Southern locomotives in the game. It would be nice to see them out and about doing some freight duties, or local services. I never knew that. Thank you for that. We'll have to look that up. When the stream is concluded, learn a little bit more about the types of operations that take place on the Morristown line. Okay, we're not too far from Morris Plains now. I'll have to think about getting on the brakes soon. So I'll just turn the power off. As we're on a fairly steep gradient, so it should help us decelerate. Coming in pretty quick, but we should be okay. Ooh, stop, stop, stop. That's okay. Okay, let's have a look at Morris Plains. I like the foliage at the side here. Weeds, shrubs, occasional tree. I like that. Bridge is pretty unique. Is that like it in real life? Jeez. That doesn't look quite right to me for some reason. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look right. Looks out of place. And a walkway and the road up to the junction here don't look too shabby. Again, it's lacking that busyness. No AI traffic on the roads. Got the car park here, which doesn't look too shabby. Morris Plains Station building here. Again, looks good. Platform itself, you got your ticket machines and your bins and ad boards and benches to sit on. I'll have a little walkway down to the road there. That's cool. No PIS displays again. I imagine that is just like how it is in real life. Here's hoping. And not just Dovetail, not including it just to save time. Okay, look, you got a little little steps and walkway to the platforms. That's good. And there's the car park at the front here, or the back. And you got a substation here as well, tucked away. Okay, that's good. It's okay. It's not my favourite station, but it's decent. The next station stop is Mount Tabor, or Tabor. Either way, the station is just over 3 miles away. So it's rock and roll. It's a fair old distance on this route, yeah. Then we'll be onto like the last leg, let's say, of the route. So yeah, not long to go. I think we've got 1 or 2 stations after Mount Tabor. So yeah, not long to go. Look at that, you can see on the road there, look how empty it is. There's no AI traffic on the roads. That's disappointing. Like, maybe I can excuse like not having AI traffic in areas of the road network where you can't see the actual roads from the cab, but you know, when you're driving alongside it, yeah, don't look great. It's good the road's there, but it would be nice to have some AI traffic. Closer stuff till we weren't used. Oh, absolutely. I agree, 100%. If they include the Amtrak SW1000R, that'd be fantastic. Really, really would. I have a terrible feeling they're probably not going to include it, because they probably will rub their hands together and think, oh, that's a perfect opportunity to sell this separately as a loco add-on, which I really hope they don't, because it was a loco add-on before, if I'm not mistaken. Now, of course, it was launched 6-7 years ago, so it would need a hell of a lot of work being done to it, you know, newer lighting and HD rain effects, some, you know, graphical, you know, the fidelity of the model, the graphics, the sounds, that would need a bit of work doing. But 100% I'll be delighted if it was to come back, because I actually quite liked the Amtrak 1000 SW1000R. Yeah, it didn't have much to do. It only had 4 services, I think, just trundling around Sunnyside Yard and putting trains together or taking them apart. But I really, really liked it. I mean, the 4 services it had were long services. Some would take 2 hours, 150 minutes. That was the beauty of it, is that on paper it didn't look like much, but when you actually got stuck into it, you know, it would take a long time, as it would in real life. I think you would put together a few Amtrak trains like the Maple Leaf, Northeast Regional, and a couple more, which I can't remember off the top of my head. And I really like the shunter for that. Yeah, it was stuck in Sunnyside Yard, but that's what it's like. And if you were to be an engineer operating that particular switcher, if it wasn't to come back in that route or as a loco add-on, then quite possibly I could see it maybe in a route that had Washington DC, because I think there's one in Washington DC, if I'm not mistaken, on the other end of the Northeast Corridor. But yeah, I agree with you. If it was to come back, that would be a big tick in the box for me, and motivate me, let's say, to say to myself, yeah, the Amtrak switch is coming back, I've got to get it. But again, it depends on what the route's like and what the price is going to be. You know, I mean, 2 pieces of rolling stock, a new multiple unit in EMA and the Amtrak SW1000R switcher, you know, that would add more value to the product itself. But we'll wait and see. We're a long way from the New York to Stanford route coming out. It'll probably come out winter time, or back end of winter next year. So I'd probably hazard a guess January, February, maybe March time. Got a little lake there. Nice. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, nice little lake here. Do your fishing and leisure activities. This is an actual river. Not sure what one is. See, it turns itself into a little tiny creek. And the railroad crossings worked too, which is good. But we're coming up to Mount Tabor now, just round this curve, and we should see it. There it is. I think I applied the brakes a bit too early there. Oh, there's a car there, stop. Oh, I've gone too far. I was too busy focusing on the crossing gates there. Apologies. At least didn't completely overshoot the station. That would be worse. Okay, here we are, Mount Tabor. Just a single platform here at Mount Tabor. Unless the platforms are stagnated. We've got some people waiting in the... Oh, sorry madam. We've got some people waiting in the shelter there. You do have AI traffic here, which is good, at the gates, which do work and are making the right noises. A lot of traffic down here at Mount Tabor. Local industry here. Or let's just say a shop. Nope, it's a local industry, some description. Car park there don't look too bad, and yeah, not a bit of a nothing station, no station building or anything like that. No PIS displayed even, but yeah. I suppose it's unique because it's just one platform, so if you were going in the opposite direction, obviously you wouldn't stop at Mount Tabor. It's a bit of a rural area. Station. Okay, the second to last stop will be Denville, just over 2,500 feet away. Clauses, switching and work trains too. Yeah, if they could add that as well, that'd be cool. I mean, any type of switching locomotive, I'll welcome with open arms. Depending on how it's portrayed to the public, like if it's, you know, like if an inflated price or sold as an additional loco add-on or something, then yeah, I'll be a little bit on the fence about it. But if it was included with the route, then yeah, I'll happily take it. I mean, it's like with the DBBR 294, the German shunter. I mean, I'm really happy to see it in the game, but just a little bit disappointed it was behind an additional paywall, aka it was a loco add-on and you had to pay extra for it, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. Plus, also the Bahnstrecke Leipzig-Dresden route came with a shunter already, so yeah, bit odd of choice of that one, but I'm pleased it's the 294 is in the game. Ooh, we need to stop. Oh no, it's a staggered platform. I didn't expect that. Keep going, train. Keep going. That caught me off guard. It's a unique platform, right? A unique station there. Crossing on the road goes through the platform. It's broken up into two sections. And we've got a flashing green there, so let's stop and unlock the doors. Okay, I think we got another passenger line that converges here, that carries on to Haggardstown and Dover, but this station's very unique, isn't it? In that you have to cut your way through the car park to access the other platforms. So this is the Montclair to Bonton line here, and that obviously meets up with the Morristown line and carries on to Haggardstown or Dover. And even got it displayed there, the Morristown line. So that's pretty cool. So this is unique. Of course, you've got the crossing gates and the road going through the station facilities. It's a unique looking station. You've got a tower here too. For what, dispatcher or something, maybe? Don't know. Looks good though. Yeah, they didn't skip out on this station either. Despite it being for a different line and probably barely getting used, but maybe the AI train stop here, I'm not sure. For the to replicate the Montclair Bouton services, but yeah, it's nice to see it included. Another huge car park over here. It's a little bit on the empty side. A very unique looking station, no doubt about it. New PIS displays again, I see. There's a few stations on this line that's missing PIS displays. Surely the stations that haven't got PIS on this in the game, you know, don't have them in real life. I'll be shocked if they didn't, but there you go. Simon, hey, how are you? You've got a new profile picture. You've got the is that the German S-Pod logo? It is, isn't it? Interesting profile picture there. I have to remember what it looks like now, because normally your profile picture is orange with the word S, but you know, you got a S-Bahn green instead. The next and the final stop will be Dover. So let's hear the train scream out of the station for the last time. What a noise. Okay, speed limit has increased. Well, the in-cab speed limit is saying 45. We have to be a little bit patient before we can get anywhere near that speed. There we go, so 60 now. So there's Dover there, and sadly, well, I've not included a 15.5 mile non-electrified section to Haggettstown. Really annoys me that. Oh, you got a yard here too, Dover Yard. Oh, wow, okay. And you got a train there that's stabled in the siding in the yard. Oh, maybe we can do some empty stop moves here. It's a nice looking lake there. Simon, and just look. Hope you're well there, by the way, Simon. Oh, you just had the default profile picture thingamabob. Fair enough. Simon, average of just 11 passengers a day. Oh my god. Jesus. I imagine Haggettstown is a little bit less than that. I think very, very few services call at Haggettstown. I think it's like 5 or 6 trains a day in peak times, so early morning and late afternoon / early evening. I know I'm about to be speeding here, and that's not a good idea. Just let the train coast for a minute. Rather than apply the brakes, it's easier. Yeah, not too bad, fake Simon. Don't normally do a TSW stream on a Tuesday night, but here we are. Got a couple more planned. I'm going to try and shoehorn out in the next couple of days. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a stream on the Riviera line, aka the UK route. And then after that, depending how time goes, I will take a look at the Voyager in a separate stream. But if I could somehow include it in the Riviera line first look stream, then I may look at the German route, which in theory would take less time to have a peek at, because most of the route, Leipzig to Riesa, Dresden to Riesa is the same as it was in Nowodwory Dresden. So all I'll be taking a look at is the newer sections, aka the bit going from Riesa to Leipzig, and a section of track that takes you to Dresden from can't remember where it goes, where it joins the main line from, but there's a section of route there that's been added to. It covers Friedrichstadt Yard, so that'll be interesting. My hopes, my expectations for that German route are low, as most of it's broadly the same from what I've seen so far. Just had a little peek at the route earlier today, and it didn't fill me with confidence, let's put it that way. That route that's just goes overhead. Oh no, it's a road. Looked like an overhead line equipment for a second, but they're just telegraph poles. Simon, oh, you grew up in Exeter. I've ridden on that section of the Great Western Main Line for years at this point. I mean, go back to August, let's say, middle of August, something like that. I was on that very route itself, going to Plymouth to see a musical, Hamilton. And I know what a route is like, you know, from a visual perspective. Obviously, driving, got no idea, but from a visual perspective, like seeing the scenery, you know what you're going to expect. And I know what I'm going to expect from it. So I haven't been to Exeter before. I've been to Plymouth though, so I have a very good idea of what the station is like, surrounding area, and most of the route scenery as well. In my head, that is. You can see a train stabled in Dover Yard, so I imagine you can do some empty stop moves there. Okay, we're pulling into our final stop on this route, which would be Dover. Something like that, yeah. A few issues is an understatement. Yeah, there's a few issues that anger me, like with regards to rolling stock, how it's being sold. Yeah, you know, it ain't fun. To continue this journey, change the power must be changed. There are no need of running it in diesel all the way on purpose, just to give this train a bit of a workout. Because in reality, obviously, you'd run. Let's do it from. Let's just concentrate for a second. In reality, if you were in charge of the 45 dual power locomotive, you'd start the service from Hoboken to New Broad Street in diesel mode, then you go from Hoboken Terminal to Dover in electric mode, then you change back to diesel mode for the final leg of the journey to Haggardstown. Sadly, Dovetail haven't included that, which is a right pain in the neck, because it's the longest section of track where typically in real life you'd run the 45 in diesel mode, but because it's not been included, you've only got a tiny section of the route where if you were to operate the locomotive in real world conditions, then or operational conditions, then you'd only use diesel mode for a portion of this route, really. So I've just broken the rules and just decided, screw it, I'm going to run this in diesel mode the whole way, just so I can get a feel for what it's like to operate, you know, with steep gradients and so on and so forth. Plus it's nicer to run it in diesel mode. Hear that engine whining away in the background, which is creeping up to the platform here, and I think that'll do. Scooby-Doo. Alright, here we are, the final stop, Dover. God, it annoys me we can't go to Haggardstown. Right, let's take a look around Dover. This looks much better modelled. Got the traffic lights here. Junction's been modelled correctly. You got the crossing gates, which haven't gone down yet, but that's because we haven't departed, or VAI haven't departed the platform onwards to Haggardstown. Got a huge car park there. You got a soccer field. Got some construction taking place here. God, some of the houses there, they've got a good view of the platform. Small little car park here next to local businesses. Yeah, there we go. It took me 2 hours and 23 minutes, and we stopped at all the stations on the line. I just want to go back and go back to Freeway and have a look around. Oh, maybe not. Okay, thanks very much. I have to get out now. Don't crush me, game. Oh, I've gone out the wrong side, haven't I? Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't start your engines. Let me get up. There we go. There we go. There goes the AI. The gates have gone down. That's good. At least it works. Oh, look, the tail lights turned on that time. I just wanted to look at the station building. I think the station has the PIS displays. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Oh, I don't think it does, you know. Not even down there? No. Well, that's a surprise. No PIS displays. Well, I'm surprised. Now, you can't access the other side on foot, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, I think I'll call it a day. What's my what's my thoughts on this route? I think it's a mixed bag, you know. I was expecting a little bit more, I have to say. I think the scenery is a little bit hit and miss. Some elements like around the stations are good, some are really not so good. But on a whole, I think the scenery is solid. It's solid. The stations themselves, I've got very little to complain about them. Modelled very, very accurately. Yeah, the interiors have been replicated like you would see in Just Trains routes, but you know, that's just dovetail. That's what we've come to expect, isn't it? But yeah, the route itself is good. I think it's just is solid. It's just disappointing I haven't got the section going to Haggardstown. Otherwise, it'd be a big fat green tick in the box for me as far as the route is concerned. Stock, I imagine the 46 and the cab car are basically going to be the same as in Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton, barring, you know, the new platform passenger announcements in the cab and in the coaches and so on and so forth. The Arrow 3 I haven't actually tried, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's okay. It looks good. It sounded okay from the exterior, and I imagine from an operational perspective it's fairly realistic-ish, but I'm not too sure on that one. The 45 is a blast. I love the 45. It's a train I've wanted to see in the game for a very long time, and I'm happy it's in the game. Not happy it's behind an additional paywall, but it's okay. The model looks fantastic. The sounds are actually very good, which is rare from Dovetail. You know, hearing those screaming V12 engines in the back is an absolute joy. Dual functionality works like a dream, so that's fine, no issues, and it's realistic to set up as well. I think the only issue of it being, it would be nice to have the engine room modelled. Then there'll be a 10 out of 10 as far as that locomotive goes. But it adds a huge chunk of services on the Morristown line, be it AI and playable, and it subs into the 46 services as well. Yeah, timetable was busy, very busy from what I can judge, especially going up to Summit. Once you go past Summit, it's a little bit more quieter, but that's to be expected. So overall, out of 10, I think it's certainly better than New York Trenton. There's no doubt about that. Is it as good as I thought it would be? Not quite. It's close, but not quite. So I think I'll give it. I think the 7 out of 10 is solid. If they can clean up some scenery issues with the route, and maybe one day complete the actual Morristown line itself to Haggardstown, I'll be happy with that. So yeah, what do I recommend? Do you get it on a discount or get it at full price? Easily get it on a discount. And if you get the 45, or if you choose to get the 45, you're in for a blast. It's a real treat to operate. It's nice to have a cool modern diesel locomotive to operate. So yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. Get it on a discount. That's what I'd say. And I think I will leave it at that. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream I'll be doing will take place tomorrow, Wednesday evening, 7:30-ish UK time. Well, we'll be taking a look at, if I can find the damn thing, where is it? It's somewhere here. There it is, down the bottom. The Riviera line, Exeter, St David's to Plymouth and Paynton. So hopefully you could join me for that. And I would just like to say once more, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.